So now I'm at downloads. Let's open our JDK archive. Let's extract it anywhere we like. I'm gonna extract it to Home, Projects, and Android Tools. Let's extract it here. Click Show the files. Click to JDK. Move to bin. Click on jar. Right click, Properties, and copy parent folder. Copy this path. Ctrl-Alt-T to open up a terminal. Write nano.bash.rc. So let's go down. And here we're supposed to export our path. Export path with all capitals equals $path, double dots, quotes, paste our path, and close them quotes. Oh, sorry, we need to move it above. So let's copy that. Let's press right click. No, we cannot copy. So let's press Ctrl K. Now let's press Ctrl U. Now we have JDK 21st above of JDK 11. So it's supposed to be first 21 and 11 supposed to be down at the bottom. So let's press Ctrl X. Let's press Y. And let's save it as bash.rs. So now we need to again open up a terminal, new window, and now we can press Java .version. So we have Java version 21st. Okay, good. Let's close it all. So after we installed Java version 21, we can go Home, Projects, Android Tools, SIMD-Line Tools, bin, and let's copy the path of our SIMD-Line Tools. Let's copy this path. Again, let's open a terminal. So let's press CD, paste our path. So we are inside this directory. Now we can run this file from inside. Press /SDK manager --list. So it says it cannot find SDK root. So we need to specify SDK root. But instead of specifying SDK root, we can actually move our SIMD-Line tool latest and move our bin files there. Let's open our folder. Let's go to Home, to Projects, Android Tools, SIMD-Line Tools. So here we have to create a folder named latest, and inside of this latest folder we need to copy our folders. So now after we moved everything to latest, in latest we have bin, and inside of bin we already have these files. So let's run this command again. Press up, SDK manager /list. So after we run this command, it searches for all available Android emulators. with different APIs level. So it showed me all available versions of Android that we can install. So Android 30, Google APIs 86, and so on. 30, 29, 28, 27, and so on. So now if you run one each time to run your SDK manager from this directory, you can add SDK root to path file. So let's move back to our default directory. Now let's write nano dot bash rc. Now we can move down and we need to paste these 4 lines of code. Let's paste these 4 lines. So now we need to change Android SDK root. This is only variable we need to change. So let's move to home, projects, Android tools, and right click on CMD line tool, properties, and copy parent folder. Let's copy that. Now let's change our SDK root to the path we choose. It's supposed to be in quotes. So let's paste it here. Paste. Press Ctrl X, Y, and press Enter. So now we need to open new terminal. Ctrl Alt T. Let's try SDK Manager. -- list. So it's fetching data. So it actually works. So now we need to figure out what version of IP we need to install. Let's ask ChatGPT for parameters of my phone. So I'm gonna ask how to install Android emulator for phone Realme C11 with Android version 10 using CMD line tool only. So copy third line, SDK Manager, Platform Tools, Platform Android 29. So I need to copy this installation and let's paste it here and wait till it all downloads. Press Enter and just wait. Accept license agreement, press Y, press Enter. So here's supposed to be another license agreement. Also press Y, press Enter. So after you have downloaded all images, we can create our virtual device. So copy this line of code. Let's copy that and paste our CMD. Press Enter and wait till our AVD manager gonna create our image of Android emulator. So after you successfully created your image of your Android phone, so let's move to a new directory called .android. To open this directory in your file explorer, let's write xdg-open xdg-open dot, and it's gonna open our folder in file explorer. So let's move to AVD. Now we need to open our Realme C11 and we can click on config ini, open with text editor. And now we need to change HVRAM size. So I'm gonna change it to 4096. So let's save it. Let's close it. Close it too. And now we can run our Android emulator. So now we can list all emulators we have created. So let's write emulator, a list, avd, emulator dash list dash avds. So it shows me Realme C11. So let's start this device. Emulator, avd, Realme underscore C11. It's throwing me an error. So I did manage to run the emulator, but it threw me a bunch of errors. We call our buffer. So let's check it out if it actually works. So yeah, emulator works. Let's click the clock. Again, it threw me an error. But still my app does work. So let's close it. So yeah, it works, but throw me an errors. Let's close it. Open new terminal. And now to check all devices that are available, I need to write adb devices. So it shows me emulator 5554 device. So I listed my emulator device. To install my APK file, let's change directory to downloads. So in my downloads directory, I have such files as game apk, and I want to install it. To install my game apk to my virtual device, I need to write adb install and my game apk. So it's gonna install my apk file to my Android virtual device. So it have installed. So now let's move to my virtual device. So let's swipe up. And now I have multiple screen application. So let's click it. So now I have my application and I can click to next page. So I'm at second page and it bugged. So click me to go back. And I am on the first page. So click me to go to next page. Now I have installed my APK file to my Android virtual device.